Hi, and welcome back to the channel. This video I'm making while on what feels like my last leg, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And right now I'm in a place where I'm just trusting God, having to trust God to refill my cup because I'm just not with it right now. I'm not feeling it right now. Waiting has become really difficult, and yeah, waiting on God's timing. But I'm sitting next to this what is it? My mom's collage of photos from my childhood, because my dreams. I shared that I believed that I had received a marriage promise from God because of dreams that me and other people were receiving that seemed to be telling me that one specific dude was my husband. Part of my problem was that these dreams and visions were coming while I was surrounded with other women who also believed they had marriage promises, and certain ones who testified to have been experiencing the same thing. So these women, one of them in particular, said that she received a marriage promise to a specific dude, and this dude was someone I had met before she did, and the boyfriend introduced me to the girl, and I became friends with that girl that way. And she told me that other people had been receiving dreams of her and that guy married. So her and the other girls who believe they had marriage promises, I'm not in contact with any of them anymore. I've shared extensively on this channel that believing I had a marriage promise while seeing no wedding sent me into an actual genuine mental health crisis. And I've just been staying close to my family and nurturing my bond with my family because that proved to be a very ineffective way to be led of the Spirit of God. I'll say that. But I will say that among the girls who were my sisters in Christ, or girls surrounding me who believed they had marriage promises, one of them actually did get married, and it was this girl. I had a friend from my childhood. Her mom was close to my grandma. And last year, after my grandma actually counseled her, my Grandma Carmen, whose marriage testimony I shared on this channel, actually counseled her through Bible studies. She was kind of asking my grandma to give her Bible studies, and this meant a lot to my grandma. God really blessed her, and she had a wedding to her husband last year. And I'm making this video because last night I had a dream of this couple. I had a dream of this married couple, like her and her husband now. And, you know, the dream showed everything going just fine. But this is the whole point. Dreams were the reason I became so convinced, and at least one of the girls who believed she had a marriage promise became so convinced we found the right person. So here is where I talk more individually and start voicing my grievance. Two of the girls who testified to me, who were in my peer group, my personal peer group, that they had marriage promises and who other people were prophesying to them they had marriage promises. Again, I'm not in contact with any of these girls anymore for my mental health because I just couldn't do it. My mom couldn't do it. My grandma literally moved away because she couldn't do it. End of story. But I've been continuing to be attacked in my dreams by dreams of two of the girls in particular who, one of them told me other people were having dreams of her and her guy married. And the other one, I was receiving visions and dreams that seemed to show that girl and a specific guy who was her friend back then as her husband. So here's my grievance. I'm tired of having dreams of couples that haven't gotten married. If you want to remain free from the fruit of sexual immorality, the fruit which is written is of the flesh in Galatians 5, sexual immorality, it is written in the Bible, it is better to marry than to burn. I'm so thankful for this sister in Christ's testimony because it wasn't my doing, it wasn't my grandma's doing, it was God's doing. But this friend, this girl among all the girls I was surrounded with who had marriage promises, she really respected my grandma, and she actually went to my grandma for mentorship. And y'all know who have been on my channel for a while that my grandma had a love story that was written by the hand of God. And last year, my mom, and my grandma all attended this girl's wedding, And it was just as beautiful as could have been. Most beautiful wedding I've ever attended in my life. And the good fruit that I saw from that, and having a dream of her and her husband last night, reminded me that fruit is what matters. So they saw good fruit through obeying the Lord. But these other girls who have been showing up in my dreams with these men who haven't married them, there's been stuff going on behind the scenes, which is why I'm not in contact with them right now. So I know that a lot of these people watch my channel, and especially to the guys, because I know a lot of the girls are thirsty. That's why you see so many Kingdom Marriage Promise ministries, and they're led mostly by women. You men who are showing up in my dreams as these women's husbands and you haven't married them, I'm not even in contact with you anymore, and you're still showing up in my dreams and torturing my soul and my family's souls. This is just an advisory. That should not be happening. Your obedience to God is between you and God. Whether you men decide to marry these women is between you and God. But stop showing up in my dreams. I don't need to see any of you. But on that, I just want to say once again, congratulations to this sister in Christ right here who got her blessing through fearing God and just obeying the Bible.